The history of the Egyptian pyramids. The Egyptian pyramids stand as some of the most impressive and enduring architectural achievements in human history. These monumental structures, primarily built as tombs for pharaohs and elite members of society, have fascinated scholars, explorers, and tourists alike for millennia. Their grandeur, construction techniques, religious significance, and the labor behind them tell a story of ancient Egypt's power, ingenuity, and cultural belief in the afterlife. In this blog post, we will delve into the history of the Egyptian pyramids, tracing their development from early mastabas to the construction of the world-renowned Pyramids of Giza. We'll explore their significance within Egyptian culture, their architectural evolution, and the mysteries that continue to surround these ancient wonders. The Egyptian pyramid did not emerge suddenly, but rather evolved from simpler structures. The earliest tombs of Egypt's elite were called mastabas, rectangular mud brick or stone platforms with sloping sides. These flat roof structures were typically used during Egypt's early dynastic period, c. 3100 to 686 BCE, and were positioned over underground burial chambers. Mastabas served as precursors to the pyramids, and over time, the Egyptians began to refine their tomb-building techniques. The key shift in royal tomb architecture occurred during the reign of Djoser, c. 2670 BCE, the second king of the Third Dynasty. His vizier, the legendary architect Imhotep, designed what is considered Egypt's first pyramid, the Step Pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara. Rather than a simple mastaba, this structure was a series of stacked stone terraces, creating the first stepped pyramid. Rising to a height of 60 meters, 197 feet, the Step Pyramid symbolized not only a new architectural style, but also a shift toward more permanent, grandiose expressions of pharaonic power. The construction of pyramids reached its zenith during the Old Kingdom, c. 2686 to 1 BCE, a period often referred to as the Age of the Pyramids. This era saw the creation of the most famous pyramids, particularly those on the Giza Plateau. The Pyramids of Sneferu, a new architectural mastery. Djoser's Step Pyramid was revolutionary, but it was under King Sneferu, c. 2613 to 589 BCE, of the Fourth Dynasty, that pyramid construction truly advanced. Sneferu, a prolific builder, experimented with various designs, pushing the boundaries of engineering to create the first true smooth-sided pyramids. The Meidum Pyramid. Initially built as a step pyramid, it was later transformed into a smooth-sided structure, but it suffered from structural problems and partially collapsed. The Bent Pyramid, located at Dashur. This pyramid marked another stage in Sneferu's experimentation. Its unique shape, starting with steep sides that abruptly change angle halfway up, suggests that engineers encountered stability issues, forcing a redesign mid-construction. The Red Pyramid. Also at Dashur, this was Egypt's first successfully completed smooth-sided pyramid, rising to 104 meters, 341 feet. Its success paved the way for the iconic pyramids that followed. The Pyramids of Giza, timeless monuments. At the peak of pyramid construction came with the reigns of Khufu, c. 2589 to 2566 BCE, Khafre, c. 2558-2532 BCE, and Menkaure, c. 2532-2503 BCE, who oversaw the construction of the Great Pyramids at Giza. The Great Pyramid of Khufu. Standing at an original height of 146.6 meters, 481 feet, the Great Pyramid of Khufu, also known as Cheops, is the largest and most renowned of the pyramids. Built over 20 years and consisting of over 2.3 million limestone blocks, its construction remains a source of awe and speculation. Advanced engineering techniques, including the precise alignment of the pyramid's sides with the cardinal points, showcase the ancient Egyptians' mastery of mathematics and astronomy. The Pyramid of Khafre. Although slightly smaller than his father, Khufu's pyramid, Khafre's pyramid appears taller due to its position on higher ground. Khafre is also associated with the construction of the Great Sphinx, a colossal statue with the body of a lion and the head of the pharaoh, symbolizing his divine power. The Pyramid of Menkaure, the smallest of the Giza pyramids. Menkaure's pyramid still stands at an impressive 65 meters, 213 feet. It is distinct for having a significant portion of its lower casing made from granite rather than limestone, a more challenging material to work with. Together, the pyramids of Giza represent the zenith of ancient Egyptian pyramid construction, demonstrating unparalleled organizational skill, vast resources, and labor management. The construction of the pyramids has long been a subject of debate and fascination. While earlier theories suggested that slaves built the pyramids, modern evidence points to a highly organized labor force composed of skilled workers, including artisans, engineers, and seasonal laborers. Many of these workers lived in nearby temporary villages, and there is evidence they were well fed and cared for. The methods used to move the massive stone blocks, some weighing upwards of 80 tons, are still debated. One prevailing theory suggests that workers use sleds to transport the stones, lubricating the sand in front of the sled to reduce friction. Others suggest that ramps, either straight or spiral, were used to haul the blocks into place. Despite the uncertainty surrounding specific techniques, the precision with which the pyramids were constructed reflects a deep understanding of engineering principles. The pyramids were much more than grandiose tombs. They were also deeply symbolic. Ancient Egyptians believed in the concept of the afterlife, and the pyramids were constructed as part of the pharaoh's journey to eternal life. The shape of the pyramid was thought to represent the rays of the sun, with the pharaoh's soul ascending to the heavens to join the gods, particularly the sun god Ra. Inside the pyramids, the burial chambers were filled with treasures, food, and items the pharaoh would need in the afterlife. Elaborate texts, such as the pyramid texts inscribed in some pyramids, were religious spells meant to protect the pharaoh and guide him through the dangers of the underworld. The positioning of the pyramids was also significant, with most built on the west bank of the Nile, where the sun sets, symbolizing death and rebirth. The orientation of the pyramids, aligned with the cardinal points, further underscores the Egyptians' astronomical knowledge. By the end of the Old Kingdom, pyramid construction began to decline. The monumental scale of the pyramids required vast resources, and as the power of the central government waned during the First Intermediate Period, c. 2181-2055 BCE, the ability to organize such massive projects diminished. Later pyramids were smaller and less well constructed, often built from mud brick rather than stone. During the Middle Kingdom, c. 2035-1650 BCE, pyramid construction briefly revived, but the structures were not on the same scale as those of the Old Kingdom. By the New Kingdom, c. 1550-1070 BCE, pharaohs had shifted to building rock-cut tombs in the Valley of the Kings, such as the famous tomb of Tutankhamun, moving away from pyramid construction altogether. The Egyptian pyramids continue to capture the imagination of people around the world. The Great Pyramid of Giza remains one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and the only one still largely intact. Over the centuries, many have attempted to unlock the secrets of their construction, their hidden chambers, and the significance behind their design. Today, the pyramids stand as powerful symbols of Egypt's ancient glory. they have survived millennia of environmental wear, tomb robbers, and human encroachment. Archaeologists and researchers continue to study the pyramids using new technology, from satellite imaging to 3D scanning, revealing more about their history, their construction, and their place within the larger story of human civilization. The history of the Egyptian pyramids is a testament to human ambition, ingenuity, and the desire for immortality. From the first experimental steps of Djoser's Step Pyramid to the towering pyramids of Giza, these structures not only reflect the pharaoh's quest for eternal life, but also the cultural, religious, and technological sophistication of ancient Egypt. The pyramids, now silent sentinels in the desert, continue to connect us with a distant past, reminding us of humanity's enduring drive to leave a lasting legacy.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Delving into the Deep for regular updates.